All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Jones. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 3, check.
Christian Travis. Hey, high 7.
That's 36 to Mike.
Here we go. Deep river.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, wahoo! Yeah.
36, line 36.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, squeeze.
Operating from the gun. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
132 fighter. Hey, lock it. 5. Check 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete on the screen play. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Take 3. 218. Chop it.
Check 99. Check 99. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
General West.
And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
They're going to try and throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Glenn. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Down, 70, Indy.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Rush in. Rush in.
Go.
Fight 36.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hard. Hey, Delta. Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On the set.
Check back.
Now. Hey, Echo.
Kill.
On 1st down, Glenn, he's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing again. Glenn. That's complete to John Ross. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies...
Ready?
2nd and 4. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
2.
On 1st and 10, Glenn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
94 is the mark. Come off the ball. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Hey, watch that.
Hey, high 7. Now.
To throw again, Glenn. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 43. Check 31.
From the gun, Glenn. Going deep downfield for... It got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Go.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Deep river.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. Open man is lost, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Move those chains. That's good.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Here we go.
94.
Throwing again. Glenn into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Haywood.
36 to
Man.
Watch twins.
Hey.
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Delta.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hit it.
To throw again. Glenn. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey. You got 3.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
From the gun, Glenn got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Protein spill. Hey, Sam off. Hey, do. Snap.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rock it. Hey, box drop. Go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 30. 8 yards officially, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No.
Throwing on first down. Glenn. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Look at me, zipper. 22, get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on,
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Safety's creeping. Bang, 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 bang.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Looking to throw. Glenn. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Hey, Orbit, tell logo.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Glenn. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Right there. 54, right there.
On first and 10, Glenn completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
94 is the mark. Oh, you got D? 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Smooth.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
36 to Mike.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A very solid gain of 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down. Glenn. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
On first down, Glenn got a man open. It's Ross. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
on the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people. I think the very next time out, run the football. Don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three, check three, check three.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit. Go.
Go now.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Switch.
General West. Leo.
Crunch.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Get ready. At their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, Glenn. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Five.
Right there.
Snap.
From the gun, Glenn. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I got you.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Back to throw. Glenn. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey,
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming
Yep.
after you. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
Get it.
2nd and 14. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll rifle this one deep right, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Delta.
Shift.
A final shot before break. Glenn, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. John Ross, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Glenn. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
36. Line 36. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Topper! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Shoot!
Looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
Check hot route. Hot.
Look. Squeeze.
Slam.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go.
36 to Mike.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to get a score back.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 13 yards out. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Five.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Deuce. Tight dog.
Five.
Throwing on first down. Glenn. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
54, right there. 54.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Glenn. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Glenn to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
Jaguars 56, Titans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yes.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Delta.
Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. Go. Check him up. Check the call. Check the call.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I got him. Check X3. 218, chopper. Check 3. Go. Watch twist. Safe. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, Glenn. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
Yep.
Hatchet. Check 99. Check 99.
5.
They'll look to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Exit.
Check 4. Check 4.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Let him know.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Rush in.
2nd and 9 now. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check it.
Bam.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Kill.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Sam off.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
6 guys.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey.
Mike 54. Mike's 54.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Glenn. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54 is Mike.
Operating from the gun. Glenn, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here we go, here we go. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24, check 24.
Ready?
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Kill, 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 kill.
Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Door. Hey, exit.
SOS.
Go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
30 base.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Five.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
54. Gotta do better.
From the gun, Glenn. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
To throw again. Glenn completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Glenn in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 11. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Glenn. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 3. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Check. Hey, Echo. Now.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken it around the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Look at me. Zipper.
Switch.
Shoot. Hey, zoom.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Glenn. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.